LBC presenter Nick Ferrari sent tongues wagging when he grilled Home Secretary Yvette Cooper about the ongoing small boat crisis on the airwaves. LBC presenter Nick Ferrari certainly didn't hold back as he skewered Home Secretary Yvette Cooper in heated debate about the Stop the Gangs campaign. During Tuesday's visit, May 13, to the political program, the 66-year-old broadcaster welcomed the politician onto the show to quiz her about the latest developments in the ongoing migrant crisis. The broadcaster gave listeners an overview of how many boats have arrived to the UK since January and the impact it is having on the economy. He began, "By the time the Prime Minister stood up yesterday, 2 boats had arrived in Dover. Yesterday, the total number of boats arriving in one day was 7 and around 400 plus people arrived. That takes the figure already this year north of 12,000. How's your Smashing the Gangs campaign going?" It was at this point that the 56-year-old politician began to stutter as she struggled to answer the difficult question. She replied, Nobody should be making that dangerous journey. It is undermining our border security, and it is putting lives at risk. That is clearly really dangerous." Nick reminded her of the latest report to come out of Dover in which one traveller sadly died making the journey across the English Channel. He added, "Sadly someone lost their life yesterday, as I'm sure you're aware. So, how is Smashing the Gangs going?" Ms. Cooper replied, "So, yesterday evening we passed through Parliament the Border Security Bill, and that will mean that has now gone through the House of Commons. That is bringing in counter-terrorism-style powers in order to go after the criminal gangs and in order to make sure that we can have additional powers to be able to go after those gangs who are making huge profits from this huge, vile trade in people." Nick couldn't help but interject as he pointed out that the UK is yet to see results from this campaign they are trying to pass in Parliament. He went on, "Well, it's not working yet, is it? So now that that bill has passed, we can now look forward to seeing less now? We're coming to high season for this, you're aware of this, Home Secretary," he warned. The Home Secretary failed to answer the question but revealed that the plans are taking longer to put into action due to the resistance by several political parties. She explained, "Sadly, the Conservatives and Reform UK voted against those powers. I think that was deeply irresponsible of them, because we need those counter-terrorism powers to go after the criminal gangs. It's gone through the House of Commons, it now needs to go through the House of Lords and then come into force." The politician attempted to turn the interview around by reassuring listeners that there are alternative plans in motion to help manage the number of people coming into the UK. Ms. Cooper explained, "The other thing we've been doing is working very closely with France in order to strengthen their work and in order to get the French to intervene in French waters. They have now committed to do that." It didn't take long before fans flooded to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share their concerns online. One user bluntly argued, "France won't help. They're still sulking about Brexit." Another fumed, "Labour has zero intention of stopping small boat crossings. Just more lies." A third agreed, "It's listening to interviews with Yvette Cooper and cabinet ministers from this government and the last that has election turnouts of 30%. Absolutely full of BS and taking voters for mugs." Meanwhile, others supported Yvette and slammed the presenter online. One user penned, "Shut up at Nick Ferrari. This government are doing a damn sight more than the last Tory govs did." Another agreed, "At least they're trying to do something. It's as if Ferrari thinks they can do stuff in an instant. It made the situation worse, but let's not criticize them. Taking the gangs to court and bankrupting them takes time."